You did it, you built that bookshelf all by yourself. Maybe you even tackled a whole new dining room table. It's sturdy and beautiful, a testament to your craftsmanship. But something is missing. The wood looks dull and lifeless. It just doesn't pop. What's missing is a proper wood finish. Think of wood finishing as the makeup we put on before a big night out. It's not about hiding flaws, but enhancing natural beauty. A good finish brings out the wood grain, adding depth and richness. It's the difference between, yeah, I built that, and wow, you built that. Finishing protects your hard work too. It seals the wood from moisture, dirt, and the occasional spilled drink. This means your project will last longer, and look better doing it. Don't let all that sawing and hammering go to waste. Let's dive in and learn how to give your DIY projects that million-dollar finish. Trust me, it's easier than you think, and the results are incredibly rewarding. Even the most expensive finish can't hide a poorly prepared surface. Think of it like painting a house. You wouldn't slap on a fresh coat of paint without scraping off the old peeling stuff first, would you? Start by sanding your project with coarse sandpaper, around 80 grit. This removes any major imperfections and creates a smooth surface. Work your way up through the grits, 120, 180, 220, each pass making the wood smoother and smoother. Feel the wood after each pass. It should feel like glass by the time you reach 220 grit. Now run your hand across the grain. Do you feel any tiny bumps or snags? That, my friend, is called raised grain, and it's a finish's worst enemy. To knock down that raised grain, wipe the wood with a damp cloth and let it dry completely. This makes the wood fibers swell, then give it one final sanding with 220 grit. Voila! Your wood is now ready for its close-up. Walking into a store's finish aisle can feel like entering a foreign country. So many choices. Don't worry, we'll break it down. First, consider the look you want. Do you want the natural wood grain to really pop? Then, an oil-based finish, like Danish oil or tung oil, is your best bet. These finishes penetrate the wood, creating a warm, rich glow. Want a more durable finish that can withstand spills and scratches? Go with a varnish, like polyurethane. Varnishes sit on top of the wood, creating a tough, protective layer. They come in various sheens, from glossy to satin, so you can customize the look. For a splash of color, try a wood stain. Stains come in a rainbow of colors, allowing you to change the wood's appearance entirely. Apply stain before your top coat. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here. The best finish is the one that meets your project's needs and your personal preference. Section 4, laying down the law, applying your chosen finish. Now for the fun part, applying the finish. But first, a word of caution. Patience is key. Rushing this step will lead to drips, bubbles, and heartache. Start by cleaning your workspace and ensuring good ventilation. Some finishes have strong fumes. Apply the finish with a natural bristle brush for oil-based products or a synthetic brush for water-based ones. Apply thin, even coats, following the direction of the wood grain. Avoid overloading your brush, which can lead to drips. Let each coat dry completely before sanding lightly with fine grit sandpaper, 320 or higher, to remove any imperfections. How many coats? That depends on the finish and the look you're going for. 2 to 3 coats are usually sufficient for most projects. Remember, thin coats are better than one thick, gloppy coat. Once you've applied your final coat, resist the urge to touch it. Let it dry and cure completely. This could take anywhere from a few hours to a few days, depending on the finish. Section 5, Troubleshooting 101, Fixing Common Wood Finishing Errors. Even experienced woodworkers make mistakes. The key is knowing how to fix them. Let's tackle some common finishing flubs. Problem: oh, my stain is blotchy. Solution: blotching happens when stain is absorbed unevenly. Before staining, apply a wood conditioner to help the stain absorb evenly. Problem: help, my finish is sticky or tacky. Solution: this usually means the finish hasn't cured properly. Make sure you're working in a well-ventilated area and allow ample drying time between coats. If the stickiness persists, try wiping the surface with a cloth dampened with mineral spirits for oil-based finishes, or denatured alcohol for water-based finishes. Problem: drat, I've got bubbles in my finish. Solution: bubbles happen when air gets trapped in the finish. To avoid them, don't shake your finish before applying. Instead, stir it gently. If you do get bubbles, pop them with a pin or razor blade immediately after applying the finish. Remember, most finishing problems are fixable with a little patience and know-how. Don't be afraid to experiment and learn from your mistakes. Section 6, Keeping it pretty. maintaining your masterpiece. You've put in the hard work, now let's keep those finished projects looking their best for years to come. Regular dusting with a soft cloth is your first line of defense against dust and grime. For spills, wipe them up immediately with a damp cloth, avoiding harsh chemicals or abrasive cleaners. For oil-based finishes, consider applying a fresh coat of oil once a year or so. This will help to replenish the finish and keep the wood looking its best. With a little care and attention, your finished wood projects will provide beauty and enjoyment for generations to come, and that, my friends, is incredibly satisfying. In this chapter, we will explore advanced techniques for wood finishing that can take your DIY projects to the next level. From using specialized tools to applying multiple layers of finish, these tips will help you achieve a professional look. First, let's talk about specialized tools. High-quality brushes, foam applicators, and even spray guns can significantly improve the application of your finish. These tools allow for a more even and smooth application, reducing the chances of streaks and bubbles. Next, consider the technique of layering. Applying multiple thin coats of finish rather than one thick coat can make a world of difference. Each layer should be lightly sanded once dry, creating a smooth glass-like surface that enhances the natural beauty of the wood. Another advanced technique is the use of grain fillers. These products fill the tiny pores in the wood, creating an ultra-smooth surface that is perfect for high-gloss finishes. This is particularly useful for woods with open grain patterns like oak or mahogany. Lastly, don't overlook the power of buffing. After your final coat has dried completely, use a high-speed buffer with a soft pad to polish the surface. This step can elevate your project from good to showroom quality. By incorporating these advanced techniques into your wood finishing routine, you'll be able to create projects that not only look stunning but also stand the test of time. Happy crafting! Choosing the right tools for wood finishing is crucial for achieving a flawless finish. In this chapter, we will discuss the different types of brushes, sanders, and other tools that can make your job easier and more efficient. First, let's talk about brushes. High-quality, natural bristle brushes are great for oil-based finishes, while synthetic bristle brushes work well with water-based finishes. Foam brushes are also a popular choice for their smooth application and ease of use. Remember, investing in good brushes will save you time and improve your results. Next, let's move on to sanders. An orbital sander is a versatile tool that's perfect for most wood finishing projects. For more intricate work, consider using a detail sander. These tools can get into tight corners and edges, ensuring every part of your project is perfectly smooth. Don't forget about other essential tools like tack cloths, which are perfect for removing dust between sanding and finishing. Additionally, consider using painter's pyramids to elevate your workpiece, allowing you to finish all sides without smudging. Finally, for those looking to achieve a professional-grade finish, consider investing in spray guns. These tools can apply a very even coat and are especially useful for larger projects. By choosing the right tools for your wood finishing projects, you'll find the process more enjoyable and your results more impressive. Happy crafting! Safety is paramount when working with wood finishes, which often contain harmful chemicals. In this chapter, we will cover essential safety tips to keep you protected while achieving that perfect finish. First and foremost, proper ventilation is key. Always work in a well-ventilated area to avoid inhaling fumes. If possible, work outdoors or use a fan to circulate air in your workspace. For indoor projects, open windows and doors to maintain airflow. Next, let's discuss protective gear. Wearing the right equipment can make a significant difference. Always use safety goggles to protect your eyes from splashes and dust. A respirator mask is crucial when working with finishes that emit strong fumes. Gloves are also essential to protect your skin from direct contact with chemicals. Safe handling practices are equally important. Always read and follow the manufacturer's instructions on the product label. Store your finishes in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and out of reach of children and pets. Dispose of used rags and brushes properly, as some finishes are flammable. Lastly, never rush the process. Take your time to set up your workspace safely and methodically. By following these safety tips, you can enjoy your woodworking projects with peace of mind, knowing that you are well protected. Stay safe and happy crafting. In recent years, the demand for eco-friendly wood finishing options has grown significantly. Many woodworkers are now seeking alternatives that are not only effective but also kind to the environment. In this chapter, we'll explore some of these sustainable choices and how to use them effectively. First, let's talk about water-based finishes. Unlike traditional solvent-based finishes, Water-based options emit fewer volatile organic compounds, VOCs, making them a healthier choice for both you and the planet. These finishes are easy to apply, dry quickly, and provide a durable, clear coat that enhances the natural beauty of the wood. To achieve the best results, ensure your wood surface is clean and smooth before application. Use a high-quality brush or sprayer for an even coat, and allow adequate drying time between layers. Next, we have natural oils, such as tung oil, linseed oil, and walnut oil. These oils penetrate deeply into the wood, providing a rich natural finish that enhances the grain and offers excellent protection. Applying natural oils is a straightforward process. Simply use a clean cloth to rub the oil into the wood, following the grain. Allow the oil to soak in, then wipe off any excess. Multiple coats may be needed for optimal protection and appearance. Another eco-friendly option is beeswax. This natural wax provides a beautiful, soft sheen and is perfect for pieces that will not be exposed to heavy wear and tear. To apply beeswax, warm a small amount in your hands and rub it into the wood in circular motions. Buff the surface with a clean cloth to achieve a smooth, polished finish. By choosing eco-friendly wood finishing options, you can create stunning, durable projects while minimizing your environmental impact. Whether you opt for water-based finishes, natural oils, or beeswax, these alternatives offer a greener way to bring out the beauty of your woodworking masterpieces. Happy crafting, and thank you for making eco-conscious choices. Even with the best techniques, problems can arise during wood finishing. This chapter will provide troubleshooting tips for common issues such as uneven finish, bubbles, and streaks, and how to fix them. First, let's address uneven finishes. Uneven finishes can occur due to improper sanding, inconsistent application, or using a low-quality brush. To fix this, start by sanding the affected area with fine grit sandpaper until smooth. Clean the surface thoroughly to remove any dust particles. Reapply the finish, ensuring even strokes and a consistent amount of product on your brush or applicator. Next, let's talk about bubbles. Bubbles in your finish can be caused by shaking the can of finish, applying the finish too quickly, or using a brush with stiff bristles. To remedy this, lightly sand the bubbled area with fine grit sandpaper until smooth. Apply a thin, even coat of finish, using a high-quality brush or sprayer, and avoid shaking the can. Instead, stir the finish gently before use. Streaks are another common issue in wood finishing. Streaks can result from using a brush with uneven bristles, applying the finish in cold or humid conditions, or not allowing adequate drying time between coats. To fix streaks, sand the surface lightly with fine grit sandpaper until smooth. Ensure your work area is at an appropriate temperature and humidity level. Apply the finish in even, smooth strokes, and allow sufficient drying time between coats. By following these troubleshooting tips, you can achieve a flawless finish on your woodworking projects. Remember, patience and attention to detail are key to overcoming common wood finishing problems. Happy crafting! Once your project is complete, it's time to showcase your work. This chapter will offer tips on how to display your finished pieces, whether it's through photography, staging, or even creating a portfolio of your work. First, let's talk about photography. High-quality photos can make a significant difference in how your work is perceived. Use natural light whenever possible to highlight the grain and finish of the wood. A neutral background can help your piece stand out. Make sure to capture multiple angles and close-up shots to showcase the details and craftsmanship. Next, consider staging your piece. A well-staged setting can bring your work to life and give potential buyers or admirers a sense of how it might look in their own space. Use props that complement the style and function of your piece. For example, if you've created a dining table, set it with elegant tableware and a centerpiece. Creating a portfolio is another excellent way to showcase your work. A portfolio can be physical or digital, and it should include high-quality photos, descriptions of each piece, and any relevant details such as the type of wood used, the finish applied, and the inspiration behind the design. A well-organized portfolio can help you attract clients, secure commissions, and build your reputation as a skilled woodworker. By taking the time to properly showcase your finished pieces, you'll not only highlight your craftsmanship but also increase the value and appeal of your work. Whether you're sharing your projects online, at craft fairs, or in a gallery, a thoughtful presentation can make all the difference. Happy showcasing!